Hey, what's going on? It's Lily. Welcome back to another episode of On the Porch with Front Porch Music. We have a really exciting episode for you today. Front Porch Music made its way to the first official North of Nowhere Music Festival in Lindsay, Ontario, and we had an amazing time. Honestly, the artists were all so amazing. The venue was amazing, the food was amazing, the staff was amazing, everything was amazing. You can read more about the festival on our website, you can check out our socials for some recap videos, and of course, keep on listening to hear the interviews that we got to do with some artists. I hope you enjoy. Mackenzie Leigh Meyer, we are here at North of Nowhere Music Festival. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing so good. How are you?
I'm good. You've been here for a couple days now, I guess 2 days since last night. I didn't know you played in other people's bands.
I do if they want me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess it's not something I talk about a ton, but I have a degree in music. So
Okay.
I do have I guess kind of formal training for kind of the auxiliary role, if you will, in bands. So
Yeah.
I play, most formally with Robin Adolini would kind of be my other, I guess, side guy, as we like to call it, role. And then this weekend I was with Brian. He just kind of added me to his band, so it's been pretty fun doing kind of piano and backup and acoustic for him. So
Yeah, and I saw you came out and you even got to sing. You were...
I did. I was I guess Allie Walker for a tune.
Okay.
on Brian's set. Sorry.
Yeah.
I did they do Rich together, one of Brian's tunes, and I'm like, well, he's like, do you want to do that? Because Allie's not here. I'm like, sure.
Like, of course I do.
I'm like, of course.
Does that make it hard to like have to memorize other artists' songs and then like you're also having to do your own? It's just is it a lot, or do you have fun with it? Because
I think initially it's a lot. Like for me, like my set, half of the tunes I've been playing, oh my gosh, 8 years or so.
Okay.
You get eventually people just want to hear the same stuff. Obviously people have their hits, you kind of do that every time, so there's not a lot of learning for yourself. At first, obviously, when you learn someone else's set, there's that initial like, oh yeah, I gotta put a lot of work into this to make sure I know all these songs. And then it's kind of same thing with those people. They do all the same songs, and so once you kind of do that first learning, it's pretty smooth sailing. You don't have to work on it that much.
Okay. And you've been playing instruments for a long time then, if you pursued a degree with it?
Yeah, my degree is technically in singing, so with a music degree you pick a major. So I majored in vocal. You have to audition for whatever instrument you want to go to play. Okay. For me, the strongest is singing, so I did that. And then being in the music school, you kind of just learn other, you learn like music at a kind of a high level. So I picked up guitar and piano. I grew up playing, so that kind of was something I've always done. But yeah,
that's awesome.
Just worked towards it a little bit. I'm for sure not like lead guitar like good people here, but I'm happy to sing vocals. So
yeah. Well, what all have you been up to since you won the Roots Artist of the Year at the CMA Ontario Awards? That's the last time we talked.
I guess it is the last time we talked.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's a funny year. I'm kind of in the middle of working on getting out music. Okay. So I've got an EP coming out hopefully shortly. Just kind of putting on the final touches of that, and then I'm going to start kind of announcing some of the release stuff for it. And then, I keep touching this. Most of the time I've been working on kind of the next project. I'm sure out of the artists you've interviewed, you're always kind of on the next thing, and before even the first thing's out. So this year has kind of been focused on getting that stuff kind of on the ground running too. So I would say it's been quietly busy. Yeah. Because it's not festival busy this summer. But it's definitely been creatively busy, which
that's amazing.
Happy to be doing that as well.
Love that. Is He Said, She Said on this new EP, or is that old?
It's on the next. No, that's new.
Okay, because I was like, I couldn't find it anywhere, and then you played it today, and I was like, wait, like, is it out? Like
no, I tend to do that a bit too. I'm like, I'm stoked with the song, and add it to my set because
it's a great song.
It comes out, it's already worked into the set pretty good. So thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah. So
that'll be coming out on not this EP now, but this next one.
Okay. And is the Loser one In Love with the Loser?
Yes.
Is that one also on that one?
That one's on the one coming out shortly.
Okay, so we'll get 2 songs that I'm looking forward to soon.
Yay!
Because you keep teasing them, and they sound so good, and they're so fun, and I feel like I can relate to them with my friends and stuff. And I'm like sending them your TikToks, and I'm like, you need to watch this.
You're like actually, this is
you're in love with the Loser.
Oh my god, I feel like
actually, she's saying what I don't want to say.
Oh my god, perfect, because that's what I had to do for that song. So I'm glad for that.
So those are coming out soon. We'll expect them in a little bit. But
yes,
if we want to hear them, we'll just go on your Instagram or we'll come see you live because they're both in your set. So
yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Everyone come see me live. But no, yeah, I Love With The Loser. That's coming out like soon. He says you should. He said she should. He said she said 2025 for that one.
Okay.
So, I'm
That's
sorry.
so long.
I promise it's coming out though.
I'll just have to come see you, I guess.
Okay,
Watch
I guess.
on TikTok.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I'll try and be on that more.
Can you give us any hints about what these next two kind of EPs sort of things, what their vibes are? Do they have a vibe? Because he said, she said, and You're in Love With The Loser. Is that what it's called? You're in Love?
Yeah, In Love With The Loser.
In Love With The Loser?
Yeah.
Loser. Something.
Loser, keyword.
They're like, the loser one is like sassy, and it's like, well, it's kind of sassy, but it's like slower.
It's very traditional country. They're very different.
Yeah, they're different. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you. So I'm like, are the EPs also kind of different? Like,
yeah. So this first one coming out, I mean, I've talked a bit about it, just haven't had the chance to actually put it into fruition. It's called Bar Star. It's like my next step from Dive Bar Diva, which was my first one that I haven't kind of done an EP in forever, so I'm like gotta kind of do that now. And that one is kind of just like encapsulating kind of these last 4 years of my life.
Okay.
So I've got that tune on it. I'm kind of putting all the singles I released these last few years kind of into this EP. So Dial Tone, Barbie, Before You, which is my inaugural single, and I'm kind of revamping that to make it more acoustic-y and wedding-y.
Okay. Wedding-y.
Wedding-y. It's the wedding version of my only love song.
Okay.
And then I've got In Love With The Loser coming out on that as well. And then I've got another one called House Husband that I've kind of been teasing a little bit, not online so much, but in my shows to kind of finish out that little EP. So so just kind of a reflection of my last few years. And then the stuff I've been teasing online is a bit more modern, the stuff I've been writing recently, and all of those will be coming out on kind of like a breakup concept album. So.
Okay, well, talking about breakups, I guess, what is like the biggest red flag that a guy could have?
Ooh, just one?
Just one. We have to narrow it down.
That's tough. I mean, I think as soon as there's any type of lying, to me, is a huge red flag. Well, that's such an obvious red flag, but when someone will white lie, I think they'll lie about everything. Yes. And if they're not willing to just talk to you in general about stuff that maybe they think will hurt you, then they're not telling you about the stuff that's really hurting you.
Stay away from liars.
So stay away from liars.
We don't
we hate those. If you can catch them, then I mean, as soon as someone lies once, they're going to keep doing it. That would be my red flag.
Absolutely.
If you stay in that, it's not getting any better. So.
Yeah. Next biggest one is if they don't listen to country music. That's my
yes, actually, that's a huge red flag, and you absolutely should change that. So.
Oh wait, Dive Bar Diva. What is that? Where does that come from? I'm so curious.
I mean, it came from experience, for sure. For me, like starting out, like I was playing in a lot of dive bars. That's just kind of how that went for me. I kind of came up through the jobbing scene, so. Like you do a bunch of covers at shows, and you're kind of in rooms of people where they want to hear like covers and like the Sweet Carolines of the world. And I kind of cut my teeth doing that. And I had one time where I was working with a promoter who'd booked us in this bar that we'd never been to, but we kind of just showed up and set up. And this bar was like a dive, not in like a cool dive way, in like a I'm concerned for my well-being way, and he had never been there either, so none of us knew kind of what we were walking into. And that kind of name for myself came out of just still looking like I was going to like a festival or something fun, like you curled your hair, I did my makeup, like all this stuff, like looking like a diva, playing in this room full of people who I was afraid were going to hurt me or do something worse. And I'm like, wow, I'm a Dive Bar Diva because I'm wearing this like bright red dress and into a room full of people who are too drunk to stay.
Sketchy.
So who are hella sketchy. So yeah, it kind of came out of that, and it stuck, and I've always kind of embodied like that part about me where
I love that. It like helps us get to know you and your music. So you like see it and you're like, okay, I get the vibe. Like
Yeah, so
It's fun.
And I don't know, yeah, I like when people have things like that, so I'm like, whatever, I'll just own it.
Yeah. So we're looking towards or forwards for your new music, and then we'll follow you, Dive Bar Diva. There's an underscore in there, isn't there?
Dive_Diva, yeah.
Lovely.
Oh, you're sweet for that.
I was just looking at it 10 minutes ago.
Oh my god, perfect.
So
if I could have got Dive_Diva, I would have taken that for sure. That one was already
we'll
gone.
keep checking. Maybe they'll delete their account or something.
Perfect, yes.
Do you have any other shows coming up?
My next one for me is Rock the Lot in Dresden. That is August 17th.
Lovely.
No pressure, everybody, but my birthday's the 18th.
So if you don't show up, there's a problem.
If you don't show up, you hate me.
Exactly.
And you don't want to celebrate my birthday.
Exactly.
So that's my next one, and then I'm doing Winding Roads September 21st as well.
Amazing.
So yeah,
and we'll probably see you playing some instruments for some other people along the way, but
perhaps you will.
see you in the background jamming out on that keyboard.
I like to do that. So
yeah. Well, thanks for joining us on the porch. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend.
Thank you for having me. You as
course.
well.
Riley Taylor,
Hi.
Thanks for joining us on the porch today.
Thanks for having me.
How has your weekend been at North of Nowhere? You've been here all weekend.
It's been great. Yeah, it's been, well, we're on day 2 of a couple long days, but as we said, better than no days at all.
Yeah.
So it's been good. The festival's great. I'm, blown away by what they put together here, and it's been real good. I got to see a lot of good shows.
Oh, I want to talk about you doing the Emerging Artist Showcase.
Yeah.
You were a judge for that yesterday,
Yeah.
weren't you?
Yeah.
What was that like? Have
It
you
was,
judged before? Like, you were in an Emerging Artist Showcase before, and now you got to judge one.
Yeah, it's kind of, I almost feel hypocritical in a way, like in the sense that, I'm still emerging, and
Yeah.
who am I to judge type thing. But, I guess everybody has ears, so they got to pick somebody. And that was a tough one yesterday. Like all 1 through 8 were all like actually good. There's a lot of contests where, not to sound mean or anything, but there's usually, a couple in there that, just don't make the cut. But this one, it kind of anybody's game. And it was 8 different styles of artists as well. So like there was no 2 artists that were like had similar shows.
Oh.
So it was like, it was kind of, it was tough. It was just tough to
was there
narrow it
anything you
down.
were like looking for to like make them stand apart from each other if they were just all so good?
Yeah, for me, a big thing is originality. Like,
Okay.
I take that into account because it's an artist thing. It's not a karaoke contest. It's not a cover contest or anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I still play a lot of covers, but as far as the artistry goes of it, you got to have some sort of your own material or some sort of your own style. Make it something that stands out from the pack. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And I don't think they've announced the winner yet, but are you helping out with that tonight? Do you know how that's working?
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to be in on the deliberations.
Okay.
And that's something
It's gonna
it's
be even
bittersweet.
harder.
Yeah.
Did you hear them together?
Yeah.
Kaylee and
Phenomenal.
Steven?
Yeah.
They were really good together.
Yeah.
Well, I saw on your Instagram that you swam in Lake Ontario. The other
Oh,
day.
yeah, I did.
Was that your first time swimming
First
there?
time, yeah. I've heard mixed reviews on it.
Was it nice?
I thought it was great.
Well, you're probably used to salt water. You're from New Brunswick,
yeah,
so
I've been
you
in some
don't
salt
usually
water.
swim in fresh water.
Yeah, I mean, contrary to popular belief, we do have a lot of freshwater systems through the province and stuff too. It's
Okay.
a lot of it's not very clean, but I don't think it'll hurt me.
No.
I think I'll be all right. Yeah.
What are 3 things that anyone should do if they visit the east coast of Canada,
Ooh.
or even we're going to Maine soon, so
Yeah,
anything
that's
around
close.
there? Yeah.
So you got to get lobster.
Okay.
Lobster roll, to be specific. Not just any lobster roll.
Okay.
You got to go get your lobster from Laurenville,
Okay.
and you got to make the roll. You need a lot of mayo.
Oh.
A lot of pepper,
Okay.
and a little bit of garlic. That's it. Chop up the lobster, mix that up, throw that on a bun, toast the bun. Don't forget to toast the bun, and you want some butter on there and lettuce, and there's your lobster roll.
Okay. I've never had lobster before.
Yeah.
Like, ever. So
Well,
I feel like if I'm gonna try, I need to do it right.
you have to. Yeah.
The right way.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be bad.
You should find out if you're allergic first as well.
That's what I'm concerned about.
That's happened before.
I don't know if I want to find out if I'm allergic in a different country, but
Yeah, fair enough.
we'll
Yeah,
wait till we get back up to Canada.
I don't know if Medicare works down there, but so that's 1. 2, you got to drink with the locals. That's a must do. I'm biased, but I believe we're the best people to drink with in the world.
I've heard that.
Yeah, everybody loves it. And 3, I guess, would be just kind of check out the coast,
Okay.
you know, and you know, take that drive, get out, you know, as far as, you know, Cape Breton. Even if you can get to Newfoundland, I would highly recommend that too. It's beautiful.
One day.
Yeah, it's just, there's lots to see.
So, do you still live out there?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
You just travel around. You go to Nashville sometimes.
I go to Nashville sometimes. I come here a lot. I record here in Ontario now, so I'm back and forth quite a bit. But I like it. I like traveling. As much as I love home, it's nice to get out, see different stuff, see different people. And
does that inspire your new music at all? Traveling around and seeing new things and getting out of New Brunswick?
I think so. Probably subconsciously. Like I don't I don't actively think about it that much, but it definitely works its way in there. Like, you know, you just, even as simple as like different turns of phrases that you'll hear in different regions. Like, I know we have a lot of, you know, quote unquote crazy sayings out east that like you wouldn't really hear anywhere else, but it's kind of the same vice versa as well. Like, there's a lot of stuff people say out here that I wouldn't normally hear back home.
Okay.
Yeah, you kind of get it.
What's something that someone might say in New Brunswick? What's like a slang word? That I might not hear.
I said it earlier today. So like if you were say really busy and you've just been you've been so busy for the past few weeks, like we say a lot back home, I've just been flat out.
Okay.
And I said that earlier, and all the boys were like, "What are you talking about? Like, what does that mean?" I'm like flat out. Like, you've been flat out, man. Like,
it sounds better than just being like, really I'm busy. Tired. I'm busy.
Right? Yeah, it's got a little twist to it. So that I didn't even know that was a thing until like a few hours ago. So that one comes to mind.
Fair enough. I want to talk about your Crocs. I just learned that people are hating on your Crocs. They don't like that you wear them, and I've been told to make fun of you for wearing them.
I know.
So why the Crocs? Is it because you can wear them in any weather condition, and they have sport mode? You can put little decorations in them?
Yeah, you're doing it for me. You can go pretty well any weather. I mean, they're not great for cold, but they do have Crocs now that are like winter,
like insulated
equipped.
Ones?
Yeah, and they have you can get like a little like ankle on them, and they're great.
You might need that.
They're comfy. I mean, the only things I brought with me for footwear were these and cowboy boots.
Okay. So, I haven't seen you in cowboy boots.
But I want to wear shorts, right? So.
Oh, I guess that might look a little weird. Yeah.
For a guy.
Don't
anyway.
Look at what I'm wearing.
No, not judging. Not judging anybody. But it's not my thing.
And your music, I can tell, like, you relate to it personally, and it's like stuff that you experience or your friends experience, like your new songs about one of your friends.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
From you as an artist.
Oh, I appreciate you saying that. I mean, I guess the last one's probably the best example of that. Like, it's just a story about, you know, one of my best buds, and we wrote it together, and it's, but like, you know, it's the concept is as plain as day.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, you know, that seems to be a commendable thing, being authentic and all that stuff, but I don't know how you couldn't. You know, I don't know how you could. It seems to me like it would be harder to fake a lot of stuff than it would be to just be, right? So I think, and especially nowadays, there's so many artists, like, and everybody wants to do it. Everybody wants to be a rock star. Everybody wants to play. Everybody wants to be on stage. So, like, to even have a chance at separating yourself, I think you need to be authentic.
Yeah, and I mean the confidence too, because the oil industry can be controversial, like we talked about before. So, like, obviously people think different things, but I feel like your song still remains respectful for like both sides. Like, you don't discriminate on either one. You're just like, this is just what we think, and it's about it. It does focus on hard work, which is super important. Like, any blue collar worker, hard worker can kind of relate to it. I'm not a blue collar worker, and I still jam out to it.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not really much of a blue collar guy these days, anyway. But, you know, I have been. That's what I grew up around. That's everybody I know, and, you know, I think it's one of those things you don't have to. I heard it before. Blowing out somebody else's candle doesn't make yours any brighter.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can speak your piece and, you know, talk about your experience without talking about, you know, speaking about anybody else's. And I think if anybody's got a problem with that, that's on them.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I'm not trying to make anybody mad or whatever.
Yeah. You're just trying to have fun.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's just music.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. Are you excited for your performance later tonight?
I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait.
You're opening for Owen Riegling, who's one of your friends.
Yeah.
You're here with a lot of your friends. So I feel like it's just like fun little weekend for you.
I like making friends. Yeah. I'm excited, man. I've been wanting to kind of do a show with Owen for a long time.
Okay. Is this your first time doing a show together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. We've talked about it before, and just, you know, I mean, he's all over, so it's kind of, he's a
hard
hard guy
to catch up with him.
He's a hard guy to catch up, but it's good to have people like that, though. I mean, Owen's been a motivating factor for me for sure. It's because I mean, we're the same age, and he's just good. He's just good, and it's
surround
you
yourself
gotta
with
surround
good
yourself
people.
with people like that. Yeah. So
Well, you're good too. I feel like your voice, it's like you stand out because I don't listen to a lot of Johnny Cash, but I feel like when I play your recent song, like you kind of have that voice in there.
Johnny Cash was one of my heroes growing up.
Okay.
So that's I'll
Just
take that for
a
sure.
coincidence that it kind of sounds like
Absolutely,
it.
yeah. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, there may be some inflections in there. It's kind of, it's funny. I mean, I never really like learned how to sing or like, you know, did any lessons or anything like that.
Don't tell people that. They're gonna be mad at you because
just-
you have a great voice. So if you tell them that you don't train it, they're gonna be like, Riley.
Oh, I appreciate it. I grew it myself.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You trained it yourself?
No, I just kind of holler into a microphone.
Yeah.
If they think it sounds
works.
good, then I'll go with it. Yeah.
If someone's listening and hearing your name for the first time today, what's the first song of yours that they should listen to?
I would say,
Just a lot of options.
I would say
There's kind of one for every mood.
there are.
So,
Yeah. You know what? I have a unreleased tune that it's not a very happy song either, but it's just called "Messed Up," and it's just kind of being unapologetically a bit of a screw up.
Is that going to come out soon?
I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
that'll be in the fall.
I can't listen to it if they can't access it.
Yeah, we're working on an album project for the fall, and that's a
whole
priority
album.
song for it. Yeah,
Would that be your first album?
it will. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it will. I'm excited. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
So I'm pumped to get it out.
Well, is there anything else you want to promote on the porch? Obviously, listen to Black Gold. That's
Listen to
kind of
Black Gold.
recent.
on
Follow you,
out-
even though you don't
come
like
on out
social
east.
media.
Come on out east. Send me a message. I'll probably
When we
get a
go to
spot
Maine,
for
I'll
you.
just drive right up.
Yeah.
Go to New Brunswick.
Yeah. Call me up. I'll find you a spot.
Yeah.
As far as promotion goes, support north of nowhere.
Yeah.
Watch out for new music coming. I got an album in September, and thank you guys for all the support.
Of course.
You
Thanks
know,
for
since the
joining
start.
us on this makeshift porch. Have a great weekend.
Thanks for having me. You too.
Owen Riegling, we are here at North of Nowhere. I know you posted the other day that you were speechless when it came to your CCMA nominations and you didn't really know what to say about it and you needed a couple days to process. Have you processed that yet?
Honestly, I'm just very thankful and grateful and blown away because I said in that post, I've been watching the CCMAs on TV for so many years, playing guitar, writing songs, just like going to the awards show, and never thought I'd be up for, an award. So it's just so cool to be nominated and recognized, and I'm excited for September.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what have you been up to since your last award you won back in June at the CMA Ontario
Yeah.
Awards? What have you been doing since then? I know you're booked and busy. Every
Yeah.
single day you seem to be doing a new show, but
Honestly, it's been so busy. I'm very bad at remembering what we've done.
lots of festivals.
Lots of festivals. Last night we were opening for Brett Young at Casino Rama. Before that, let me just pull my calendar. I'll tell you exactly what
Absolutely.
we've been doing because it's been.
You've been spending a lot of time outside. I know Calgary Stampede.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Stampede.
Cavendish.
We did 2 weekends at Stampede, which was so
Oh
fun.
my goodness.
Yeah, we went to New Jersey and New York and Connecticut, and we've just been playing a bunch of shows with some cool folks. Got to open for Jake Owen and Nico Moon, and
Okay.
yeah, trying to plan a wedding in between all that stuff
Oh
too.
my
and
goodness.
yeah,
But I bet Liv's helping you. with
Liv's
that
helping,
part.
and our moms are helping a lot, and our dads.
That's awesome. Are you looking forward to the wedding, or are you a little nervous?
I'm nervous, yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm excited. It's gonna be
Yeah.
a great day. I know it's gonna happen so fast, and I'm gonna wish that it lasted longer. That's what everybody's been telling me, anyways. But it's gonna be fun.
What do you do on your days off? Because you probably don't have many of those this summer. But what
No.
do you like to do?
I love it when I get to be home and don't have anything to do. The other day I had a day off and I made pickles with my grandma.
Oh.
Which we're giving away jars of pickles as our wedding thank you.
That's
So
amazing.
some homemade Marlene pickles. That's what I did the other day on my day off. But besides that, I mean, hang with the dog, go on a hike, sleep, watch a movie.
Sleep, catch up on that. That's probably
Yeah,
important.
that's a very fun thing to do at times.
Yeah. We know that you're from a really small town. I'm curious what you did growing up just for fun, like with your friends? Like where did you go? What did you do?
So there's not a whole lot to do in a small town
No.
like Mildmay, which if you're from a small town, you know that. But
yeah,
I mean, there's a bar on the corner of Main Street. When we turned 19, we'd go there and have beers. Before that, we'd have beers in, friends' garages and played a lot of hockey growing up, rode some dirt bikes. There's an old dam we used to, go down and we'd go swimming and go down river. There's a really cool river that sort of runs through my area, the Saugeen River, and we go tubing down the river, kayaking. Just try to occupy ourselves and just hang out with friends, basically.
That seems like a really good life.
Yeah, it's so chill. And that's, I someday would love to just get a place close to there and raise my kids in an environment like that. I think something special about growing up in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And we're here at North of Nowhere. It's kind of like, this reminds me of home. Lindsay.
It does. It's very similar.
It is. It's not too far away.
Yeah.
A couple hours.
I love it.
Yeah.
When you went to school, like elementary school and whatnot, like did you go on field trips?
Oh, yeah.
Did they have those? Or did you just go to like the pond?
No, I mean, yeah. Sometimes we go to like, I don't know, like
Tim Hortons?
I'm trying to think. Yeah, Tim Hortons. No, we do. We went to Niagara Falls one time. That was cool.
Oh,
we got to see the falls.
So they do big trips.
We do big trips, and that's a big trip. That's like 3-hour bus ride. I can't believe we got to do that. But like, we go to like museums and the Pinery. I don't know if you know what that is. We went there, I think, one time.
They took you on good trips.
Yeah,
I thought that you might have just done nothing, and they just took you for a walk.
Well, sometimes we do that. Go for a walk. We'd go to the pool. We'd walk to the pool. That was sick.
Okay. That sounds great. I might need to move to Bruce County.
Yeah. Honestly, you should check it out. Have you been to Bruce County before?
Yeah. Well, I came to your Mildmay show, and then we have a trailer in Fisherman's Cove. So we're close.
Fisherman's Cove is great. I've spent a lot of time there. Silver Lake specifically. My grandma had a trailer there, which is like the campground that kind of butts up to the lake on the other side.
It's like a little oasis because out of the city a little bit, and you're just it's relaxing. It's a nice place to be. When you were growing up, did you like English? Because you are such a good songwriter. Did you like English, or did you just like songwriting? Oh, okay.
I didn't like English. I probably almost failed English if it weren't for Mr. Orr letting me through, because he was a cool teacher to have in high school. But I think the songwriting thing is just, I love telling stories, and I feel like I write a lot of stuff in my notes, just simple things about life and whatever, and that's where a lot of my inspiration comes from. It's just random things. I don't really know where the desire to write songs came from. I've been writing them for a long time.
You just like to storytell. You don't like Shakespeare, but
no, I'm not a big Shakespeare guy. But yeah, growing up, I wrote my first song when I was like 10 years old.
Okay.
And I just had a desire to want to tell stories, I guess.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but you seem to have written most, if not all, of your songs that you have out. Is that something that's important to you? To be a writer on your songs? I have. I've written every song that I've released. I've written on. Something about just singing words that I've written and seeing people connect with it is something that's my favorite part about everything that I get to do. So for as long as I can, I would love to just write my own music. And if a song ever comes to me that somebody brings me and it just calls my name, I'm not saying I'm not going to record a song that somebody else wrote, but like, but you're doing good with your songs, so I feel like I have a lot to say still. So yeah, I'll just keep saying it. Well, Lindsay's also a small town, so I feel like North of Nowhere is going to really resonate with your small town kind of vibe songs. Yeah. So hopefully they have a party tonight, and I think it's going to be a party. From what I saw last night, the videos look pretty awesome. I'm excited for tonight. Yeah, you recently released an album, so I don't think I can ask if we can expect new music too soon, but we can assume it's in the works. We got new music coming out very soon, actually. Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. I haven't announced the release date, but I'll announce it here exclusive on Front Porch Music. Amazing. Let me check my calendar. Jenna will be happy. Yeah, this is for Jenna. I have a song coming out on August 16th. I guess it's not that soon. It's a month away. That's soon. Pretty soon. That's pretty soon. A month away. We got new music. It's a single. Amazing. I love it. Well, follow Owen on Instagram, everywhere. I know you don't post that often on social media, but that'll be where we can find your music updates. 100%. That's all the updates are there on social media, and I try to. I've been taking a bit of a breather on social media, but I'm gonna get back into the swing of things and be posting more. So keep a look out there. As long as the music's good, we don't need the social media. Hey, well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Of course. Well, good luck tonight, and thanks for talking with us. Of course, thank you. Today. It's great to see you again. We're with Paige Rutledge at North of Nowhere. How are you doing, Paige?
Great. How are you doing? It's been quite the day.
It has been quite the day. I'm good. How was your performance today?
It was good. The crowd came out for the Emerging Artist Showcase, which was really nice because, sometimes when they're in that earlier spot in the day, it's harder to get people out, but the people that were there were super into it. We felt really good. We felt the energy on stage and in the crowd, and so we walked off feeling sweaty, and we're like, okay, this is a good sign. Good sign.
Yeah, well, you had a lot of energy up there, which is something
Thank
that
you.
I really look for in an artist in the Emerging Artist Showcase.
Thank you.
You smiled the whole time. You were looking at the audience. You have a great stage presence, and then you also have a great voice, which just makes you such a great artist.
You know what? It's just, I feel very lucky to be able to get to do this, and every single time we play, like whether it's here at North of Nowhere or just like the bar gigs or like other festivals that we play, I just feel very, very fortunate to get to share a stage with the guys that I do. It's like our little band family, and like you can't help but just soak in every moment when you're doing, like, when you love what you do and you get to do with people you love.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I do want to talk about your new single. I know
Yay.
we've talked about it a little bit on Front Porch, online,
Yes.
and whatnot. Can you tell the listeners a little bit about the song if they haven't already heard it?
Absolutely. Used to this. So I released a song in 2022, I think. I don't even know the years at this point. Ain't That Bad came out then. And Used to This, I almost kind of like have it as its sister song. Like they're kind of similar in that sense. And I loved writing Ain't That Bad. And I was just so like kind of locked in when we were writing that. And I so was coming kind of out of that phase after writing Ain't That Bad. And so my ideas were very like single girl summer, like empowering breakup anthem. Because I love a good breakup ballad, but I was in that headspace of just like, we need the song, like the summer song for the girlies that like windows down, sound up. And I remember walking into the right, I wrote it with 3 guys. I walked in that morning. We were all at a concert the day before Nashville, and I walked in, we're all hungover, and I go, boys, we are writing a single girl summer song. And they were so for it. So it's just so fun. Like when you're in that, we didn't really have much besides that. We didn't have a title. That was the only thing I had said. And we just kind of started messing around, and Used to This, like basically wrote itself. And so it's funny though, when we wrote it, I immediately had that like, oh, I love this song. Like this is going to happen. But I wrote it 2 years ago. And so it took, the song has lived for 2 years before I even released it. So it had a little bit of a life. It's been around for a while, and I just haven't keep it in my pocket for a while.
Yeah, and it's part of an EP that's going to come out later this year. Can you give us any little information about that EP?
Yeah,
I'm forward to.
Really not good at keeping secrets.
I won't ask many questions.
So I've been like, it's fine. It's coming out in September. I'll keep the date. The date in, but it's coming out in September, and the EP is called Breakup Rules. So it's kind of a collection of different aspects of breakup songs, which feels very like country music, but also just like kind of that collection of things I've been doing the past couple years. Used to This is on it, and The Worst Thing is on it, and then there's 2 new songs along with kind of like our sad girl version of The Worst Thing. So I'm really looking forward to having that out.
Amazing. And where can people find you online so they can kind of keep up with this and see you when this is coming out, and then also the teasers, and also just you, because you're just like a ray of sunshine. You probably get that a lot. But like,
I have a sunshine tattoo actually, because my dad used to call, well, not used to, he still does, always said like, has always called me Sunshine. So it was just,
well, it's true.
Well, thank you. But I can be found at Paige Rutledge anywhere. The only thing that's different is TikTok, because someone beat me to it and took Paige Rutledge first. So it's Paige Rutledge Music on TikTok. But anywhere Paige Rutledge, and I'll be there.
Amazing. Well, have a great weekend. I wish you luck with the showcase. We'll find out the winners later this weekend. And either way, follow Paige.
Thank you so much for having me. And we love Front Porch. Thank you for being such a supporter from the beginning.
Of course. Thank you.
Nowhere with Alexa Goldie. How are you doing this weekend? I'm so excited. I had a stressful week. I lost my voice, so I was a little bit nervous. Oh no! But finally got it back 2 days ago, some vocal rest, and I'm so pumped to be here. Amazing. Well, why don't we start with you just telling us a little bit about you, where you're from, how you got into music. I know you're living in Nashville now. Just who is Alexa Goldie? All right, well, I started this journey when I was 13. I was a pop singer, and I was founded by Avril Lavigne's manager back when I was 13. Spent from the ages 13 to 16 in Los Angeles, chasing the pop dream. Finally decided that I wanted to be country at 16, so I became independent, and I've been chasing the dream ever since. So going back and forth to Nashville, I live in Bowmanville now, so this is a really close jaunt to be here in Lindsay today.
Yeah.
And I split my time between Nashville and Bowmanville.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Bowmanville's a nice place to live. I have family there. It's very nice.
Yeah,
It's a nice
love-
area.
Love Bowmanville.
You've been playing a lot of festivals lately. I've been seeing that. You just did a Blues Fest. You're going to do Boots and Hearts soon.
Yes.
How is it doing festivals in the summer? Especially with, like, the heat we're having. I feel like that makes it a little difficult.
The heat is nothing compared to Nashville's heat.
Really?
Oh yeah, the Tennessee heat is wild, so I will say that this is nothing. Like, I may have a little sweat rolling down the back, but it's nothing compared to Nashville heat, so I'm having a good time.
Amazing. Well, I want to talk about your latest release, Bad Boy. I know it's not that new, but we haven't talked about it on the porch before, so I wanted to just bring it up, specifically the music video. You have some really great music videos. I don't know.
Thank you.
You put so much effort into them, and they're just, like, kind of, like, cinematic, sort of, like, masterpieces. Like, you're a really good actress in them. How do you get, like, creative control with those, or how does those come together?
So I work with Headwater Production, Andrew Schultz, and he is great with that type of stuff. I usually go in with an idea for my music video, but he kind of brings it to life. I will say I'm creative, but not that creative. And thank you for the compliment. I mean, I am not an actress whatsoever, but I had really fun with it. I mean, I wanted to, in Set in Stone, which is one of my other music videos, I wasn't the actress. So I decided I wanted to be for Bad Boy, and it was really fun. It was a fun role, and I love taking my music and putting a picture to it and giving people an image to watch. So
It's fun to watch, too.
Yeah.
Are you able to talk a little bit about Bad Boy for people that haven't gotten to listen to it yet?
yeah, it's the song that has done really well for me this year. It's opened a lot of doors, got me to North of Nowhere, so woohoo. Bad Boy, I wrote about going through a breakup and just not taking back the guy when he makes the mistake of leaving you, and just like, if he didn't want you then, he's never gonna want you. So yeah, we wrote it, in 2023, recorded it early 2024, released it, did the music video and everything. Now it's on Sirius XM, spinning on Top of the Country, and yeah.
Okay, well, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of your music is very, like, empowering, and it's you kind of talk about things that we don't want to talk about, especially when it comes to, like, girl issues, when your friend has a problem with a boy, or if you're having a problem with someone. And I feel like I just love that about your music, especially, I think it was He Would.
Yeah.
That one is one of my favorite songs. I sent that to my best friend a long time ago, because she's in a situation like that, where she just doesn't understand her worth, and that, you know, guys treat you right. So,
Exactly what I wrote that song about.
yeah, and I heard you wrote that about your best friend. I love that.
Yes. That's how I told her that she should break up with them, is releasing that song. It works. They're no longer together, so.
Oh, we love that. That's how it should go, honestly. And I've also noticed that you have this really strong work ethic. I've been seeing on social media, you're everywhere, you play whatever you can, and you're very active on social media, and you seem to be a very hard worker. Does that stem from anything? Have you always been like that?
Most definitely from my parents. They always told me that you can't wait for opportunities to come. You need to fight for them yourself and work for them yourself. And I originally started in the industry with a label who did everything for me. And then when I decided to go independent, it was super hard for me to learn that I have to do everything myself. And so it was a learning curve. But now, yeah, I love working hard because it shows and the results show.
Yeah, and it helps a lot in this industry, too.
Yeah.
You have to work hard.
Yeah, yes, you do.
Yeah. And if someone's just hearing your name for the first time right now, what would be the first song of yours that you would say they should listen to?
Ooh. Okay, if they're gonna hear this, like, within the next week, I would say Bad Boy. I love writing sad songs. It's kind of, I love Carly Pearce because of her sad songs and things, so I'd say Bad Boy. If you're hearing this in a month, I would say my new song, Cheat Time.
Okay, so you have a new song coming out. When is it coming out?
No official release date, but sometime in August.
Sometime in August.
Yeah.
And what's that one about? You can give us a little hint.
Cheat Time is about being in that perfect moment with your perfect someone and just not wanting to get out of it. It's like breaking the clocks and just wanting to stay right in that perfect moment.
I love it.
It's upbeat, it's happy.
Yeah, that's good. We need that.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit of a flip from Bad Boy, but you'll have one for when you're sad and one for when you're happy.
Exactly.
Yeah, one for every mood. Well, where can everyone find you online? Is it Alexa Goldie?
Yep, AlexaGoldie.com. On Instagram, it's Alexa Goldie. I'm trying to think. Yeah, all social media is Alexa Goldie Music, I think.
Amazing. Well, good luck tonight at North of Nowhere. You're going to do great. It's a great venue. It's a nice day. I think you're going to do really well. I see your outfit over there, I think, hanging. It looks very pretty and sparkly.
Always got something bedazzled and rhinestones.
I love it. That's amazing. Well, it was nice to meet you.
So nice
Have a great
to meet you.
weekend.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Thanks for listening to another episode of On the Porch with Front Porch Music. We're so lucky to be able to chat with artists and make episodes like this one. If you like the podcast, remember to rate and review us, and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. It's the easiest way to support the show. Remember to check out frontporchmusic.ca to keep up with new music releases, exclusive artist interviews, and more. We'll catch you again on The Porch in a couple of weeks. On The Porch is hosted by Logan Miller and Jenna Weiser, and produced and edited by Jason Saunders. That's me. Our theme song was written, produced, and performed by Owen Riegling.